because it's not gonna show up. This is like the end part of Divided Part 2 by Tiazu on W_whole. Just doing my usual pre-stream stuff. I am very happy that I can control... Oh, Tony just joined us. Hello, Tony. As I was saying, I am pretty happy that I can control my pretzel.rocks application through my keyboard. Very useful. Now, right now, it's Extreme Road Trip 2 by Big Giant Circles on Extreme Road Trip 2 OST. It shows up in most of the chats, just not on the screen right now, because I have my intro screen and the chat is not on there. Still got 2 minutes before we officially start. Everybody's connected: Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch, and Picarto. And, like, for most of these, I can see if somebody's watching. I can't see who it is. So if you want a little hello, I recommend you say hello in the chat. The reason I was able to see that Tony joined is because Tony is on Facebook, and Facebook will tell you when somebody joins. The other ones, they don't tell me. They don't give me names. Especially not Periscope. Periscope won't even tell me if somebody's watching. Starting in 1 minute. Hope you guys got your little tea with ya. I got mine, Earl Grey as usual. Since I got my recent order of David's tea, which puts me in an amazing good mood, for some reason my tea corner now stinks of magic potion. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining because it smells divine. Also, I kinda ate fast because I cooked some pizza for lunch. So I'm probably going to be burping a couple times. And there we go. We're about to start. Let's not forget to write down the rules. And check the script. And have a sip of tea. That's the most important part. Gotta hurry up while it's hot, because cold Earl Grey, not that fantastic. Where's my script? Fa la 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 la. Yeah, there's a little situation going on right now that's bothering me a little, to put it politely, but I'm not gonna comment on it for once. Because it doesn't really matter in the end, because we're getting the same results anyway. But yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, script. Oh, of course, panel 4 got deleted again. Sure, okay, sure, why not? Good thing these are all real stories, so I remember how they went. Man, there's a little delay. Maybe I should have restarted the clip before I started working. Did I just get a Boston accent out of nowhere all of a sudden? What the hell was that? Well, that ended pretty sharp. Oh, Coco just joined us. Hello, Coco. Oh. Oh wait, no, I'm going to that one. I thought there was a new webinar, but I already subscribed to that one. I try to follow webinars as much as I can. Make sure I learn shit. Most of the time, though, they're talking about stuff I already know, so I kind of zone out, but I leave it there. In case there's something they know that I don't. And actually, that happened in one of the latest webinars I've watched, where they had a setting that I didn't know how they did it, so I asked the question how they did it, and they never... Well, when I say they never answered my question, I'm not blaming the artist, I'm blaming the webinar host, who ignored my question, but thankfully I managed to figure it out myself anyway, so... The artists themselves gets no blame. Calling out my twin brother. Of course, as an adult, Mike's would never do this. The thing with, like, adult Mike's is that when he's done with something, he usually gives it away. And most of the time, he gives it away to me. And that's how I managed to get so many PlayStation games and a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3 that I need to fix eventually. There's not much in the PlayStation 3 library that really interests me enough to convince myself to fix it. Or anything in the PlayStation 4 library. 1 and 2 I don't say because there were a lot of RPGs. And for some reason, I'm really not into the Final Fantasy VII Remake, despite really liking Final Fantasy VII. I don't know. When he was a kid, my brother was on the selfish side, to say the least. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact like it's just one episode. Like, it's not enough to convince me to invest in a PlayStation 4. Because it's a very pretty game. And yeah, they changed some stuff, and that's a given considering it's a remake. And the characters are funny and stuff like that, but I don't know. Maybe it's the fact there's not a lot to talk about Red 13, because I'm pretty sure Red 13 is present during the Midgar section. Or the fact that you only have the Midgar section. And then you have to shell out another $80 to get the next episode, and Lord knows when that's gonna show up. Oh, Tom just joined us. Hello, Tom. And it's not like I'm not someone that doesn't buy remakes and stuff like that. I have 5 different copies of Final Fantasy IV. I like remakes, but I don't know what it is about the Final Fantasy VII Remake that just doesn't interest me enough to try and get it. And it's not that I think it's possibly a bad game because of the way they change the gameplay, because I have some bad games that I love. I'm talking about Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. It's a terrible game, but I love it. And I don't know. I mean, the only reason I don't have a Wonder Swan version of the Final Fantasy is because I don't have a Wonder Swan. That's how much I like remakes. Yeah, I mean, you're into one town. And if there's one thing I like, is to go and see all the different towns in the game. And then you have to pay another 80 to leave Midgar. And then when's the next episode gonna be? How long until you reach Vincent or Yuffie? Well, while I'm here with the inks. Might as well. Boink, 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 boink. To be honest, after that, I pretty much only played the fighting games with mics to make sure I had a turn to play. Honestly, it was the only way to make sure I had a turn to play. Alrighty then, having a sip. Then we're going to ink this. Alrighty then, let's ink. What can I say? It's good tea. Of course, this works better. There we go. While I'm here, let's go back to vector. I'm going to need it. Oh, no wonder. You know what sucks though? There's a lot of live streams I actually want to watch, but because of the fact that I'm in a completely different time zones from the people I follow, I'm usually too tired by the time they get online, and that frustrates me because I do want to watch them. It's one of the reasons why. Hey, Sakama. It's one of the reasons why I live stream on several platforms, because at least one of them is bound to work, and YouTube keeps an archive of the stream, so like that people who can't watch me at my time can watch me at their time. Though I do like when I get interaction. Normal interaction. Yes, as sad as it is, I have to specify. Yeah, I usually draw myself in t-shirts, but at 8 years old I was probably wearing a jogging suit. because my grandma on my biological father's side decided to only buy me jogging suits for some reason, which irritated Mom because she was trying to get me to wear dresses. And that still doesn't work even in adulthood. Like, if I ever get married, I want my own tuxedo, you know? The thing with dresses is that they're too easy access, if you know what I mean. And the entire concept makes me feel uncomfortable. Because one time I was at well, I'm not gonna say a friend, because she was not, basically. But I was at another girl's birthday party, and her little cousin had this massive crush on me, and he was really tiresome about it. And he even went and pulled my skirt up to look under it. And I did not like that. That's sexual harassment. I don't care how old you are, or boys will be boys. You're not supposed to teach your boys to harass girls like that. At least the one thing Mike is going to like about this comic is that he has black hair again. Mike's inherited Pappy's hair, and he started going white like really early. But he's going white like the cool way, like the Doctor Strange way. Me, I got a white hair once in a while, and I lose it every time I look for it, so I inherited my hair from Mammy. She started going white at like 64. I don't know if we lost our baby teeth early. When does someone lose their baby teeth usually? I know for a fact I lost most of my front teeth. I was around 5 or 6. Thankfully, it was not due to people beating me up. But I do remember losing one of my front teeth in an apple I'd bitten while I was in first grade. Oh, Alfred just joined us. Hello, Alfred. But yeah, after that little incident with the skirt, I pretty much stuck to pants. And I still do. Same goes for my hair. I had hair down to the butt for a very long time. Then some old twat decided to pet my hair at a funeral. Nope. Now it's all gone. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. Long hair is way too hot. Plus mine was dry and stringy. Now that it's short, it's much better. Mom wanted me to keep my long hair because I got a little girl, she must have long hair. That's it. Conan has long hair. There. Let me have my short hair. Ah, there we go. So apparently boys is moderated? That's weird. I gotta check my bots. Yeah, boys will be boys should be for silly stuff. Sometimes dangerous, but never fatal stuff. And like you said, not for harassment. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna check my bot later because I don't really have keywords set, so I don't understand why it's censoring boys of all words. Oh, would you look at that? Facebook died on me again. It only lasted 45 minutes this time. Wow. So you guys just hang on just for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna write something on the Facebook and we'll be right back. Frickin' Facebook piece of shit. Yeah, I know you're unable to connect Facebook. Don't try. I'm just gonna shut you down from here. Can't frickin' trust you for anything, Facebook. And now my watch wants me to get up. Just checking my other channels real quick, and then we will continue the inking. While I curse internally and mostly externally. Those of you that are on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, Picarto, y'all shall still be able to watch me. Those of you that stick to Facebook, you shouldn't. It's not me. It's Mike's. It'll be easier to tell apart when I put the hair color. Because I started being allowed, quote unquote, to cut my hair in my 20s. In my late 20s. And by being allowed, I'm not saying that Mom was preventing me from cutting my hair. Of course, she did the usual, yeah, but you look so cute with long hair, my little baby girl, and stuff like that. But she never prevented me from cutting my hair. It was my hairdresser at the time that didn't want to traumatize me. And it took 3 appointments to get it to the length I wanted. I'm like, I'm already traumatized, just cut my hair. Which is a shame, because when your hair is long, it's absolutely gorgeous. When mine is long, it looks like a drunk broom who had a rough time at the meth lab. Yeah, once this all blows over, go ahead and cut your hair. You're the boss. Me, I'm lucky that my hair is already short, so I can ask my mom to buzz it. And she's like, what if I mess it up? Then we shave it. It grows back, doesn't it? So when I draw Max and myself as kids, here's an easy trick. And not just the hair, because of course Mike's used to have a similar haircut to what I'm wearing now, but his was more like a military buzz. To know which is which, right here, this little dot here next to my mouth. Sure, you can do that too. It grows back. You can do whatever you want. Like, maybe try an undercut, see what happens. Like, buzzed on one side and then cut as you go, see what you like. I don't want you to die from the Backstreet Boys reunion tour either. Speaking of mics, he told me recently he ordered Dragon Quest XI. And he's looking forward to it coming over because he needs a little bit of humor and laughter in his days recently. And I'm like, oh, you can tell you don't meet Sylvando in the demo if you think you're going to get a little bit of humor and laughter. And yeah, I was a crybaby as a kid. I was 8 by that time. I couldn't handle conflict at all. Because every time a conflict would arise in school, as I've mentioned tons of times before, everybody would absolutely overreact. Which gave me anxiety, obviously. Then I would cry at a drop of a hat. Like I remember at least one time, but I'm pretty sure it was more than once. I slid on the ice at school on the way to the school bus. Like, nobody pushed me, nobody did anything, but I burst out crying. And I can talk about it now because it needs to be said as an example of what abuse will do to a child. I couldn't handle anything anymore. That's how bad it was. Been a while since I saved. Might as well save again. I can trust just about anything except the autosave and Facebook. $5 says that the Facebook archive will also tell me that my video has been partially muted. Because I can't play musical instruments at the same time as I can draw. I am talented, but there's a limit to even my talent. If there's one color I'm not tempted to dye my hair, it's black. I've tried to dye my hair gray once. That's about as dark as I'm gonna get. I prefer bright color by a large margin. was a special reason why I wanted it gray, and that special reason has passed now, and we're good. Now I'm waiting for the date of the Summer Sizzler Con online stream. So I can tell my sister to come back home and bleach my hair twice over. Because last time I showed up on camera, people lost their shit because I had my natural hair color on. Apparently they don't like that when I got my natural hair color on. And I don't want to offend the populace. So I do have a bottle of hair dye that I've had since Christmas, actually, that I need to use. I don't really care if I got the correct colors right now. As long as you recognize who it is. Your quest is over by Big Giant Circles on Imposter Nostalgia. That's why it sounds familiar. Gotta say though, I don't care if you were 8 or not, that's a dick move. I'm at least gonna do this like this. I'm not gonna do all the brown and yellow thingy going on there, but I'm gonna invert his colors to show that it was the older Mario. Oh! On Twitch, Unglass is saying hi. Hello, Unglass. Assuming I'm pronouncing that right. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm in a good mood. Well, I'm French, so I assume it was the French pronunciation. Funnily enough, I am taking Spanish courses on Duolingo right now. That's great to hear. Oh well, read. Oh, thank you for the follow. And you get a Pikachu! Is the Pikachu of happiness. May it grant you a happy day. Oh, you too? If it's not ho 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 baguette, it's oui oui croissant? I get that too. Or even better, one time when I went to Ontario, because I'm French Canadian, and I live in Quebec. But yeah, like who just says that? Ho ho ho! Who says that? Where'd they get that? And I've only been talking, well, texting this guy, my friend Davis. And then he picked me up at the airport, and he hears me talk in real life for the first time, and he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you're French, eh?" First thing out of his mouth, "Oh, you're French, eh?" Yeah, thanks for noticing. You're very English yourself. I don't know, we have an accent. Probably the same reason people, when imitating Dracula, go blah blah blah, which pisses off Dracula in Hotel Transylvania. Because Bela Lugosi never went blah blah blah, so... Thank you very much. Very appreciated. The art for Bootleg Cookie is cute. I can do all kinds of art. Some cute, some not so cute. I'm very good at zombies, I'd like to say, but my zombies are kind of dry compared to Robert Sachetto, I think it's pronounced, who does very juicy zombies. I do a little bit of everything. Sure. I've got all of them, really. Here, I'm gonna type that in the chat. Here you go. You check my link tree, you're gonna find pretty much everything. Pretty sure I got my Instagram on there too. If not, it's that's my Instagram name. Fair warning, I am currently absolutely obsessed with the character of Sylvando from Dragon Quest XI right now, so yeah, fair warning. I try to keep it for myself, so as to not bother people, but sometimes I let it slip out, and then 3 hours later you know everything about Sylv. Now, it looks like my color choices is weird right now, but I actually remember quite well the colors of the living room at my grandparents'. And I know it's not super sexy, but it's time period accurate. Boink. Edge. Crank that shit up to 11. I gotta remember to color the socks, though I have to admit we both had white socks. I don't think colored socks existed back in the 80s for some reason. Like, yeah, I usually live stream at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays, where I live stream my webcomic. Perfect! That is the perfect reaction to my art. Both at the same time. At least that's the reaction I'm going for. Oh, I had leg warmers once. They were pink and they came with a cassette for tabarnak. Heart exercises. Des exercices aérobiques. Bon, there. See, I can say it. And this is why my stream is not for kids. If you're a kid listening to this, you just learn a new word in French. Just don't use it in church. And if you use it in front of your parents and they know what that word means, well, it was nice knowing you, buddy. So as I was saying before I struggled, I usually live stream at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays where I live stream my webcomic Bootleg Cookie, as I'm doing right now. Sometimes I may make some bonus live streams. I usually try to announce them early. And the first Saturday of each month, I live stream at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the colors of the month. And usually, that's why you might want to follow me on Instagram. Usually I let my watchers suggest what I should draw. But that's the thing, it's a challenge, so I only have 3 colors, and sometimes the colors really don't match what people suggest, so it's very interesting to see the results. Yeah, I like to think it is. But here's the thing, though. Usually when I try to have people ask me questions on Instagram, there's always people that then try to pimp their own page in the questions. And I'm like, that's rude. Or bonus point, when they do it in a different language, thinking I don't get what they're saying, and I do understand Spanish better than I speak it. And I'm like, GTFO! In Spanish. One time there was even somebody that tried to get me to buy followers in German. I don't understand a lick of German, mind you. But I put everything in Google Translate and translated my reply back to them. People were like, I didn't know you spoke German. No, I don't. I'm just sassy in every language. But yeah, let's see, what date are we today? Oh, I am the queen of giving out karma. We are the 24th, so starting, probably starting It's a Monday. The week after the week coming up there. I should start putting up the question about what people want me to draw for this month. Because that's the thing, I don't know what colors I'm going to get. But I asked the question beforehand, so it's a surprise for everybody by the time I get them. And if I don't have the colors on hand, usually I try to substitute with the closest color I can find. But yeah, it's all in good fun. Speaking of fun, I'm going to down that last bit of extremely cold Earl Grey tea, and then I'm going to call it a day because I do believe I am done. Of course, Patreon supporters will get to see the entire strip at the speed they feel like for an entire week before I post it on tapas.io and Webtoons. Oh, pretty much. Just mispronouncing Schmetterling might get you Yogg-Sottot or something.